Hey there, toy collector friends and Transformers fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Triple TC, that's the time-travelling toy collector, and today we're doing something a little different. If, like me, you have more money than sense, and believe me, I don't have that much money, perhaps you've been to conventions or fairs, etc., and you've seen things like this. Mystery bags that have so many items in for a very specific price. And have wondered to yourself, ooh, I wonder what's in there, because that's part of the appeal, of course, but also £10, is that a lot of money or not a lot of money? Because it's a bit of a lucky dip, you don't know what you're going to get. And I've never actually gone for this before. So I was at London, no I wasn't, I was at Liverpool Comic Con over the weekend in early May, and I picked up this one and I picked up an additional one. So I'm going to do this one first and the other one in a follow-up video, literally when I finish this one. But I might stagger the releasing just to, you know, keep it interesting. And I just thought, you know what? I've not bought anything else. I always go with a budget to these places. And it was a really good con, I will say, from my point of view. I think some people had some organisational issues, but certainly from my point of view, I generally speaking had a pretty good experience. But when I was going around the various vendors, nothing really jumped out at me. There was a couple of things that I thought maybe, and I did the acid test of walking away, and how did I feel if somebody else bought it when I came back, and decided that I didn't really mind if somebody else bought the stuff so I left it. So I actually was very much in credit with myself. And so that's why when I walked past these a couple of times, I thought, well, actually, why not? Why not just have a punt, see what this looks like? And then I can do also a bit of an opening up on the channel, so people can see whether or not actually it is good value for money. And again, it's a bit subjective, because some of the value of this stuff, as I say, they come sealed. You can see there that it's all stapled up, so you've got absolutely no way of knowing what it is you're getting. I don't know whether it's the same stuff across all the bags. I imagine it probably isn't. So it's very much a lucky dip what you pick up or what you don't pick up. But I mean, it's just there's nothing exciting about the bag, and this won't be packaging that I'll be keeping, put it that way. And it's from a1toys.com, so shout out to them. They didn't give it to me. I bought them, but you know, they had plenty. They had a range. They had Transformers, they had Nightmare Before Christmas, they had Friends, they had horror, generic, they had Doctor Who, they had what else did they have? They had a load. I mean, they just literally had a load of different sort of themed bags. But I went for a couple here. So let's have a look what's inside, and then we can make a sort of uniform decision, although we may well disagree, as to whether or not it's value for money at £10. And as I say, I think it's a bit subjective, because there might be things in here that I open it and I go, well, absolute dross. I wouldn't pay for these in a shop. Equally, there might be some things that I go, oh, well, I've never seen that before. That's really interesting. I would never have thought to pick that up, and actually it's quite fun. It can just sit on my desk, or it can sit somewhere or whatever. And you may have similar thoughts. I would love to know. I would love to know what you thought about the contents down in the comments, because then we can see if we're on the same page. Right, well, here we go. How exciting. It's actually quite exciting. It's more exciting than I thought it would be. So as I said, I've got no idea what sort of variety of things is going to be in this bag. I'm just going to... Gosh, what is going on? Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up is whatever. I have no idea what this is. Squeezlings, squeezy collectible characters. Well, I can 100%. Oh, okay. Deluxe figure for more fun. Wow. It's a squeezling from series 1. I don't know what this is, folks. I'm appealing to you in the interwebs. If you know what this is, or you have any knowledge of these things, I don't know what it is. It's quite boxy. I think it's in another packaging inside, so it's misleading, so I can't probably guess. I imagine it's so people can't guess what it is. A squeezy collectible. Well, I can 100% guarantee you that I do not have whatever is in this. But what I'll do now is, am I going to need something to cut this with? I probably am. Hang on a minute. What do you get? Any of you have these? Do you know what they are? I'm opening it, so I really hope to goodness it's a bit like Schrodinger's figure, isn't it? You don't know whether it's oh, okay, so it's Megatron in a little pouchy thing. It's like a stress ball. Oh, who wouldn't love a stress ball Megatron? Don't answer that. Okay, that's easy to open, so let's have a little look. Well, it's bonkers, isn't it? I wouldn't say it's squeezy. It's just sort of, let's zoom in a bit at the old head sculpty design there. Well, fusion cannon on point, nice little lowered wrist, massive bucket head, little feet, I mean, the detailing is minimal, but you know who it is. Pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. I wonder if that's blasted. No, it's not blast effect compatible. That would be hilarious. Well, there we go. I don't know how much these retail for. So again, I'm more than happy to be educated. I'm assuming it doesn't have. Oh, it's got wibbly wobbly, but it's not. It's the way it's molded. It's not that it's got a ball joint of any description. Well, okay. Well, thank you, Megatron. You can go and sit over here. As we delve back. Now, there's supposed to be a minimum of 3 thick. Oh my god. Okay, well that's disappointing because it's another one of these. So I'll zoom out again because I'm a bit extremely close. So let's just, we know what the packaging says. If this is another Megatron, I'm likely to go absolutely mental. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh my god. So my instant reaction is not worth £10 when you're going to get two things that are exactly the same. I wouldn't probably have minded if I'd have got a different character, but it's not even a different character. So I've got that one and I've got this one. Like looking in a mirror, a very disappointing mirror. Okay, well, that's the luck of the draw, I suppose. What do we? Oh, hello. Okay, well, I may have just, let's get rid of the bag. Well, I don't know what to say about this. This is probably worth more than £10 straight away. Deluxe Tigertron from Beast Wars. Gosh. Well, again, probably not something I would have picked up myself with Water Blaster. I'm quite surprised. This is sort of a larger scale thing than I would have expected, if I'm honest. Hasn't really taken away the bitter taste of two Megatrons, two squeezy Megatrons. To be perfectly honest, though, oh, so it is you can fill it up with water. So it's a working water pistol for Tigertron. Oh wow. I don't know if I'm going to open this or not because it isn't certainly isn't something I would naturally collect. But unexpected, I tell you that. Right, well, let me pop that back a bit then, so we've got some perspective, and I can put that with the two Megatrons. Well, just one of the Megatrons, because the other Megatron is in his little pouch still. So there we are. Those are the three things. There isn't more. It does say that it's a minimum of 3 things, and those are the 3 things that are in this particular box. This bag, sorry. And you know what? I'm gradually getting over the two Megatrons being identical, because you don't know, at least I don't think you can know from the packaging, what you're going to get inside. So I can't really blame A1 Toys or whoever put together the bag. I think that is literally the luck of the draw, or in my case, the unluck of the draw. I don't know what they go for. I would imagine it's not hugely expensive, but maybe about £2 or £3 each, maybe. So let's err on the side of 3. Then that's £6 for those two. Beast Wars Tigertron. I don't know. Maybe, and this iteration of Beast Wars Tigertron. I might have a little Google for that later on and find out. But I would imagine certainly not £10. I would imagine probably a bit more. So in terms of, if we hadn't got two Megatrons, then that would have been, we're probably looking at around, what do we think? Minimum of £20. That's with a vague approximation of what Tigertron might cost. Might be more. So from that perspective, £10, probably this is a good deal. And also it's fun. So you're paying for a bit of fun of not knowing what you're opening and what you're getting. So I'm okay with that. Am I disappointed I got two Megatrons? I'd be lying if I said I'm not disappointed. But by the same token, if I actually collected these little squeegee things, they're not that squeegee, by the way, so I don't get that at all. Then it's the same risk, isn't it? Because, you know, if you can't tell what's inside them, I assume it's a bit like the trading card psychology, isn't it? You go, well, you know, you don't know what you're going to get, and if you want to get Optimus Prime and you don't have one, but you've got two Megatrons, and you've got friends who've got two Optimus Primes and they don't have a Megatron, hey ho, you trade up, don't you? And that's lovely. I'm all for that. So if anybody's got an Optimus Prime, one of these, and you want to trade it for a Megatron, drop me a message in the comments, because I'm open to that. And I'll then do a video uniting Megatron and Optimus Prime together. So by all means, let me know. I'm not joking, because it just would be fun. Do let me know in the comments if you've got an Optimus Prime going spare, as I've got a Megatron going spare, and maybe we can do a trade. I'd be more than up for that. Just let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for spending the last 12 or 13 minutes with me. You've been a fantastic audience. I've been the Triple TC, that's the Time Travelling Toy Collector, demonstrating today the contents of a £10 mystery bag for Transformers. I do have another one, which I'm going to film straight away and then release very soon, I would imagine. But yeah, please, if you've enjoyed this madness, do please like the video. And if you could drop a subscription to the channel, that would be absolutely immense. I am, of course, like most YouTubers, desperate to get to our next subscriber milestone, partially for my ego's benefit, but also because it really helps tackle the algorithm and boost these videos for other people to see. And by all means, feel free, if you've at a loose end, to share the video with your followers and subscribers, particularly if they have an interest in Transformers-y type stuff. And again, check out the channel. There's other stuff: Doctor Who, Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, all manner of things. Have a little look. There might be something that jumps out and warms your heart, or brings back some fond memories of the past. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to spend this time with me. I very much appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you, of course, in a future video, and maybe some past videos as well. And it just remains for me to say that things of beauty, even if you have two Megatrons, really are a toy forever. Take care. Bye-bye for now.